Hello, people, and welcome to another edition of yours truly, Josiah Willis. Today I present to y'all my reaction to one of my favorite Christian contemporary singers, Scott Sims. Scott Sims designed and playwright music, a label owned by K-Drama, who was my mentor for a time being. I used to go to this program called The Underground. It was so nice. It was a beautiful program. It opened the doors for me to get toward a lot of opportunities, a lot of chances, a lot of ways to showcase my talent, whether that was rapping or performing or just, acting. You know what I'm saying? They had those tools for it. Unfortunately, I believe around 2017 or 2018, I think, they had to shut down, so it wasn't as the same anymore. Even when we came to a little get together for it, it still wasn't quite the same, but it was still paying off very well for itself. So in the meantime, let's get to the reaction. Here we go. Scott Sims, First Love. Let's get it. Talented too. Oh, and we'll break down the lyrics once the song is over. Oops.
Something different that I cannot deny. It's something in my life that I cannot satisfy.
Interesting.
I just think it's funny how you say you will be around, but when I'm falling down, you are nowhere to be found. So I'm left to wonder how you are gonna be here now. So tell me, 'cause I'm bad. Why don't you give me all of your trust? I know it seems like you're far away. It's only because I love you so.
Interesting. I like it.
I'll chase it to the end of the day. Why don't you come back to your first love?
Right.
So I can take the pain away. If it's in perspective, then I gotta set the record straight. If you think I'm absent, then I guess I can be your free. I am omnipresent and I've been there through you yesterday. I will never change my words, so I will be with you always. If you think it's different, then I promise I won't break your heart. If you think you messed up, then I promise you will.
He's killing it, man. Wow. This chorus is so super catchy. I know that's right. I felt that, man, right here. Wow. Yeah, this is incredible. Oops. And so anyways, yeah, that was Scott Sims' First Love. It was a song released after, some years have went by after he had released his critically acclaimed, in my opinion. Nah, I'm joking. Anyways, because, you know what I'm saying, independent artist, great, musician. Scott Sims put out a dope project called David. You know what I'm saying? His debut album. He had which came after he had released what he released, Five Stones and Sellout. If you haven't heard Scott Sims, now you know. You know what I'm saying? I just reacted to him. Incredible artist, signed to Playwright Music. The first artist, matter of fact, signed to Playwright Music. And he's just a talented musician from here in my home state of Cincinnati, Ohio. You know what it is. So yeah, I've been following him since, you know what I'm saying, since the day I met him around the underground. And dude is just, creatively talented. He's different. He's contemporary. He's alternative, but he gives you all in the mix of just spreading upon that joy and that love, no pun intended, towards God. You know what I'm saying? His first love, of course, you gotta come back to knowing that God, you're supposed to love God more so than your family, more so than your friends, you know what I'm saying? Because God is more important, so than anything in this world. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy how people are seeing certain different things when you're talking about, like, your first love or who you really, truly love and who has your back at the end of the day, who helps you go through the tough times and overcome them. And when you have a prayer life, when you are a Christian, when you believe in God, religious, I call it being being satisfied with your faith. I call it saying at the end of the day, you have faith. People saying you're too religious or come off like you're also strict, it doesn't mean I'm not going to do reviews that will be requested from my channel on here, where you can look in the comments and talk about any rapper. It can be an NBA YoungBoy. I don't care who it can be, that's popping right now that everyone wants me to react to. So I will react to pretty much anything, and I will give my gut feeling, my honest opinion. So for this particular song, I love the production. I think the production could use a lot more. Not that it's bad. It's a great song, you know what I'm saying? Scott Sims is an incredible artist. I don't know what I'm looking for more in terms of anything. I mean, he's giving you so much. Maybe it's just more the quality of the song that I'm probably looking for as far as the length. I don't know. It's something I want to go right here and get towards and end gears with. But in the meantime, let's go right here and break down to the lyrics. All right, so the first verse. I know it's something different that I cannot deny. It's something in my life that I cannot satisfy. Yeah. I mean, I think when you grow up, how I'm interpreting it, I think as you're a Christian, you're not perfect. You do a lot of different things that you're probably not, pleased with, or you probably regret on some choices, some decisions that you made that were probably poor and probably weren't right and, were wrong. So I think that's part where he's coming from with that line in particular, those two lines in particular. I just think it's funny how you say you will be around, but when I am falling down, you are nowhere to be found. So I'm left to wonder how you are going to be here now. So tell, because I'm bound. I think Scott was talking about basically like how everyone's like, God, where'd you at? God, where'd you at the moment? And everyone's so impatient that a lot of times you gotta take your time. Trip Lee had an album called The Waiting Room. No, it's a mistake. It's a dope project. Having listened to it, Trip Lee, Christian hip hop, you know what it is. So Trip Lee had a great project called The Waiting Room, and in the cover art of the project, he was sitting down on a table or some chairs along with other patients who needed, help. But it was symbolism of showing that God, I need help with this. I need help with that. Although the project, is covered on a lot of different topics, but then, how you look at the writing, or if you have heard it, then you would know. But yeah, here we go with the chorus. Why don't you give me all of your trust? I know it seems I feel far away. It's only because I love you so much that I die for you to make a way. Hey, I know you see, I'll never give up. I'll chase you to the end of the day. Why don't you come back to your first love so I can take the pain away? So I believe this chorus is written from the perspective of Jesus. Scott is very known for making loosely based concepts. Like, if you heard David, that was a loosely based concept on him, but also how he's fascinated with David in the Bible and why he, curated that album. But then it's crazy, like he says, why don't you give me all of your trust? I know it seems I feel far away, meaning I'm not there. God is a spiritual entity. Jesus is a spiritual entity. We know that Jesus did this here on earth years ago, years ago. You know what I'm saying? He was crucified for his name's sake and persecuted because of who he was. And it was crazy how he had to go through so much. And it's like, sometimes when we call on your name, it's like you're not hitting us at the moment. We can have someone who's dying from cancer and we feel like someone will help you at the moment. And God will help us at a moment of caring somebody who has cancer, kidneys, something going on with their body in just general. And you feel like God's going to take away the pain and the sickness and diseases. And it's like, at the end of the day, and I'm not trying to be critical or anything like that or be insensitive, but I do feel like when you do die and you are of God and you do die, I don't think it's wrong to say that that's a beautiful thing, because when you die, you're no longer upon this world. I wouldn't be one to be upon this world for real. This world is a crazy, chaotic world, and it's so much left with confusion. The devil is the author of confusion. There's so much negativity. There's so much, people are just cruel. You know what I'm saying? It's a dog-eat-dog world we live in here. And I feel like in this world, we all got to stay strong. We all got to remain in faith. We all got to have trust. And we all just got to stay prayed up. And it's not like we're always going to have greater days or better days in terms of everything. It's not going to always be that easy. But I do feel like lines like these or choruses like these really can help those matters and understand why Jesus is our Lord and Savior, why Jesus does care, why Jesus does help you in time of need. In the meantime. But yeah. So verse 2, if that's your perspective, then I gotta set the record straight. Once again, he's coming from the perspective of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? If you think I'm absent, then I guess you're lacking in your faith. I am omnipresent and I've been through it there through your yesterdays. I will never change my word, so I will be with you always. If you're thinking different, then I promise I won't break your heart. If you think you're messed up, then I promise you a brand new start. That's real. Wow. So basically a redo in case you have drifted apart from your faith and not follow Jesus on accord with what you're doing, it's cool. It's a really good line. It's a straightforward line, of course. It's not very complex, and it makes complete sense if you think about simplicity in your mind of what things can really hit the core right here. It's truth. You know what I'm saying? The other day I was talking about how it was so much truth that KB was putting in through armies. And if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and watch that video. You know what I'm saying? I like my presentation over it. So anyways, hopefully you can say the same for yourself. I know that it's scary when you don't know I'm the only one. I proved my love for you when I decided to give you my son. Yes. So, Jesus died on the cross, crucified, you know what I'm saying? He spat on, they just made fun of him, you know what I'm saying? They didn't believe he was the Son of God. But he said at the end of the day, I died for your sins. I died so that you didn't have to go through so many different things, but also for you to get a second chance. So that way, when you come back to know other faith, when you come back to know of Christ and understand his message, it makes a lot more sense. And it's just so many different things with that, and it's a lot of details. You got to really pinpoint everything, and it's a lot to really take in. But God's not, you know what I'm saying, he's not dead. Jesus is alive. God's dead. God's alive. And, God loves you, you know what I'm saying? And he has you right here, you know what I'm saying? He knows how you're feeling. He knows what your days you're going through, tough times, hypocritical times. You're just down yourself a lot. It's so many different things. But this song, First Love, is all about Scott coming back to God and saying at the end of the day, like, you know what? You were my first love. You were the one who created me. You're the one that gave me life. You're the one that put me on this earth for me to experience all the detrimental effects, all the chaos, all the the distractions that fills this world where we're all just caught up in materialistic things, whether that be woman or anything. Not that women are a bad thing. I love women, you know what I'm saying? You know the boy, you know what I'm saying? I love me some women. God is one of God's greatest creations, of course. So, like I said, man, having a good time, and so it's we're at 14 minutes right about now, so I'm passionate about everything, and I will do another reaction for y'all. Hope y'all check that out this day. Doing another reaction. I'm gonna tell you who the artist is, but keep it to myself. Another independent artist for sure. in the meantime. But in the meantime, like I said, we're doing our thing. I'm honest, and I will be critical about some things every now and then. But hey, at the end of the day, it's all about music. It's all about being subjective. It's all about having your biased reactions, your unbiased reactions, but keeping forth that at the end of the day, everyone is different. You're not meant to be the same. If this world was the same, it would be lame in a sense. But in the meantime, like I said, God keep the positive that God keep the positive mindset more importantly, and just stay in free will. In the meantime, I love you all. I pray for you all. When I get a chance, no, I'm pray for y'all. And I'm gonna say at the end of the day, make sure that God takes care of y'all. Make sure that we are surviving this COVID-19. I hope we can get through this and stop being in quarantine and get back to being where we at. But at the same time, when God says sit down and let peace be still, then let it be still. Point period. Point period. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, thank you for watching this reaction. This is Scott Sam's First Love. Check it out when you get a chance. Like, comment, subscribe, and views. Put your minds out there. King Life. See ya.